Alright, welcome back to another episode of, what's this called? Empyrion Galactic Survival with Reforged Eden. And again, we're covering the basic solo missions that come with Reforged Eden. And in the last episode, we finished doing the Chapter 2, I think it was, no, we finished Chapter 1? Chapter 1, where we got to the Heidelberg and defended a sentinel that was coming in and attacking us. We found out that we need to go find some Talon people, and those Talon people are going to help us out towards where we got to go next. So while we are here, let's go ahead and we can do that step next here. But first, I'm going to go into Constructor, and this ship has lots of stuff. So what you do is if you hit the little button, it shows you all the containers because the Heidelberg is sort of connected. You can't do this normally, but here we go. Cargo container. I'm going to just grab everything. Next one down, just grab everything. And just, you got yourself a multi-charge, which will be very helpful. The second one, which would be really helpful, if we get a multi-tool. Grab all that stuff. Now that's probably where that's where the sniper rifle was. Oh. Cookie and some stew, some more of this stuff, another. We got 3 multi-charges. I hope there is a multi-tool in here then. Pistol ammo, pistol kit. Wow, no multi-tool. Bummer. Okay. But at least we can create them though. So we got 3 charges, and that's good because it's sort of tough creating the charges sometimes. Alright, next thing is, let's see, so we're at about 100 weight left. We need a vehicle, and there is that dart that's right over there somewhere. But we need fuel. So let's go back inside this thing. Remember how this ship, well, there is a big fuel container back in the back of the ship. You hit this, and let's just see if we can grab 200 fuel out of here. Oh, we can. Good. Let's just grab 100 more. Okay, we got 10. 10 fuel tanks, or fuel charges, is 300 fuel points. Good enough for me now. That means we should be able to charge up the dart and move on to something else. Nope, there's none of those big beetle spider things over there. I don't want to see that one. Okay, so we got some fuel in here. Should be able to take off. And this ship does not have much in the lines of thrusters. I mean, it has thrusters, but it's missing thrusters on certain sides, so you can't strafe, or you can only turn one direction. So it's a fun ship to fly. Just kidding. Alright, so let's fly back to this hover bike, just because the hover bike is more enjoyable for flying, or at least getting around. Plus, this dart has a refrigerator and some storage, and so does that thing. Large wreckage. That's good. Well, I know we're almost full on our inventory, so let's just get this thing fixed. Here's what we need. Grab our rocks and stuff. So much stuff. And all we need to do is create a hover vehicle, generator, and fuel tank. We're going to need more copper. Well, let's create a fuel tank. This thing fills up by 300. It's going to perish soon. Did I get a motorbike? No. Wait, where'd my, did I leave my survival tool in here? I did. Which reminds me, what we should be doing is unlocking some of the tools. So let's take a look at our tools. We need to unlock the mechanical drill, level 3, and can't unlock multi-tool yet. That's fine. Under weapons, we should be able to unlock the shotgun. We can't unlock an assault rifle yet, but that's fine. Yep. And miscellaneous, fuel cells. Yeah, we're good there. Under hover vessel, I'm going to unlock the spotlight and detector because then I'll be using that soon. So let's see, while we're in here, can I create a drill tool? Good. Can I create a shotgun too? We'll see. And I'll need some gas tanks. Not enough for that much. 1, 2, 2 gas tanks. We're gonna need to do some tree chopping down. We gotta do some mining. We gotta do a little bit of everything. It looks like. All right, so we're back, and at this point, let's check our portable constructor. So a couple things. I unlocked the basic generator, so I can create that. The detector as well. If I go through my tech tree, hover vehicle, I went through and unlocked cargo boxes, the refrigerator, because we're building a fridge for our hover vehicle, as well as, let's see here, the detector and spotlight. I think I did earlier. Under miscellaneous, did not unlock anything new. Under tools, I unlocked the multi-tool, as I made level 5 while I was just breaking up rocks and stuff. And under weapons, I unlocked the submachine gun as well as the light armor. So during this time I went through and I have it created a basic generator, a detector, a bunch of pistol rounds for my submachine gun, 10 more bandages. Here's my submachine gun, we'll lock it somewhere. A multi-tool, because I said it's important. Some body armor, just because it's going to help allow us to survive more often. A refrigerator for the hover bike, and let's just take these 6 canisters of fuel. And I guess while I'm in here, I'll take R for multi-charges. Okay, and this thing will just sit here and make fuel for us now. Inside here, let's go ahead and put in our generator, our refrigerator, and our sensor. So we got the generator can be in the back here. Where do I want the fridge? Do I actually want to access the fridge? Yeah, we can go right there, I think. No, it's gonna... What if I do this? Well, this is the perfect time for the multi-tool. Multi-tool replaces my survival tool because the multi-tool can actually take a full block. First make this private so it knows it's mine. And so now I got a steel block. And now what I can do is put the refrigerator right there. Yeah, why not? Okay, because other stuff might go in there, like storage or something. My sensor. Let's rotate this a little bit. We'll just put it on the bottom side of the spotlight. That makes sense, right? So we got some hollow space there, and there's also a... Ooh, that's what I want to do. I want to take this. Uh-oh. What was inside of it? Oh, okay. Did not know there was things inside there. And we're going to put that... We're going to put a nice big one. Yeah, again, sure, why not? I mean, I guess technically I could have put the fridge on the back. We'll figure out what happens. Okay, we got a fridge, some fuel, some boosters. We can stick another container on top if we wanted to. Oh, so while we're doing this, let's take out the stuff in the fridge here. And we will take out the fuel. And now turn that one off. So this one, let's give it the fuel. Go back to the fridge over here. Put our spoilables in there. And, oh, I like to put my motorcycle in here as well, just to give it something to hold on to. And, oh, spiders. Don't like spiders. So we're here for two reasons. One, get some gas, and then two, we can, get my armor put on. If I can make it through here. Come on. Come on. There we go. Come on, jump. Armor. Alright. Cool. Now we got ourselves a jetpack. A little bit of defensive armor. J is for your jetpack. To turn it on or off. And let's grab another 200, no, 300. There we go. And now our ship can last us a good 20 hours of fuel on a full tank. Alrighty, so let's find our next mission. Guess let's get out of this little... Maybe I shouldn't have come in here with this vehicle. There we go.
Chapter 2, A Forest of Stars. After uncovering the wreckage of the Heidelberg and the fate of its crew, you set off after the survivors following a trail gone cold almost a year, to the neutral station they used to get off-world and escape their Xerax pursuers. Ida has identified a populated structure not far. Could this be the station the survivors used?
Commander, I have identified a cluster of structures that may have been the destination of the UCH survivors. I am detecting faint energy readings from beneath the structures and no obvious weaponry.
Anything you can tell me about the place? I hate going in blind.
The structures appear to be made primarily of wood and stone composites, consisting of living quarters and agricultural facilities. There are several patrolling groups at the edge of their defined territory and evidence of recent drone activity. The drones do not appear to be affiliated with the structures below, as they're making periodic communications to a facility near the polar region confirmed to be a Xerax emplacement. They seem to be keeping guard over the residents, making it more likely that they will be sympathetic to our plight.
This can't be the right place. These people live in primitive housing. They don't have the capacity for interstellar travel.
It seems you may be right, Commander. Nonetheless,
Wait,
these
where am I
creatures
going?
were not described in the Heidelberg's logs and should be investigated for potential information. It would be best to approach in the times between regular drone patrols, Commander. If they cannot help us, it would cause unnecessary problems for them if we were found in their presence.
Oh, this is cool. I haven't seen this village Leia, I don't think. So he sells stuff. Oh, don't touch that thing. You'll definitely get in trouble. He buys your alien parts and teeth, which is good. He also buys some things you can make, which is sometimes worth it. What's this guy do? Buys fruit juice, which you need a lot of fruit for that. He buys spoiled food and nutrient chews, sells you, not a great deal. Alright, well, I think I've seen what I need to see. Let's go talk to the chief.
Tanako ate manin, ko natuk ahau. Rangitier o tenei hapumiti kaitaki o ona iwi. Nati ahako aika ai ki tatavan kanga I teneira?
I'm sorry. I don't understand your language.
Koti ko e mohio ki tatatu riomiti vakai hi tena haiteno maharo iae ano, manin. Ko matuti talon, a kiti tiritero matu iane when you a kiti tiroterohi ati zirix.
So your people are Talon?
Hua waka kohia tu vakawa, e kia anako talon. Mena e haya anako kiti vaka tu io kopapa kiti iwi. Mahia hi waki ako I tatatu rio, manane.
The chief points to a tapestry depicting a pyramid-like tower being struck by lightning.
Hai ki tera wahika ako I tatatu rio. Katai oka right kiti hi korero anoki ako.
The chief gestures to the village gate and turns around.
I guess we're done here then. Did you get any of that, Ida? The best I've got is that the chief wants me to go to some tower somewhere.
I have recorded the conversation and identified the structure he indicated, Commander. It is quite far from your current location and is emitting a low electromagnetic signature. Shall I send the location data to your display?
Go ahead.
Commander, I have forwarded the location of the tower, or something that matches the tapestry the Talon Chief showed you, to your display.
I wonder what I'm supposed to do there. Got any clues, Ida? Could it be a trap?
It is unlikely. Through the cameras on your suit, I was able to observe other tribesmen while you spoke with the chief, and most of the people in the village displayed no aggression towards you, merely curiosity.
Most but not all? Should I be worried?
I wouldn't worry about it, Commander. The individuals I observed appeared to be youths.
If there's one thing I know, Ida, it's that angry youths will always cause trouble.
You are approaching the tower now, Commander. I am detecting faint electromagnetic readings coming from beneath the structure. There appears to be some kind of entrance at the top of the tower, Commander.
Yeah. I got spiders. And these things. Yeah, I think that was the noise you were making.
Oh no.
What was oh no for? What did I get hit with? Bad trip. Bad trip. Drink some milk or a hot beverage. I don't have enough for a beverage. Hot beverage. Do I have anything for this? Hot beverage. Herbal tea. 2 herbal leaves. I got 1. How does that work? I don't know go. Natural stimulant works. Wait. That's for just being stunned. Okay. All I know is I have no stamina on this character anymore. And there's another one. Big monsters and a spider. Do not come out here at night. I say. I need some herbal leaf. Herbal leaf. No, not more spiders. Not that thing. And I can't pick up stuff here. I forgot, because they'll get mad. Shoot. Where's the village?
Oh no.
Oh my gosh, this bad trip is now affecting my stomach as well. Come on guys, please you'll help me. Do you have something? You tell me there's spiders out there. No, I need to buy herbal leaves. Come on. Come on. Where was the other guy? There he is. Are we kidding here? None of these guys are going to be able to help me out. I need something to drink. Stunned. Nothing. Nothing at all. We'll chuck this up as another death, apparently. Yes, I know you're thirsty. There's herbal leaves I need, but I can't pick them without getting negative faction points. Because I'm on their property still. Could not make it. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, well, out of all the times I've played this beginner mission, this has never been this difficult. And it's sort of very strange that it's this difficult. After all, they did say I might be going into a trap.
The design of this structure is more advanced than the Talon village, but I see many similarities in the architecture. How could they be made by the same people, yet be so technologically different?
There could be many reasons, Commander. But I surmise that the Xerxes' presence here is the cause of their apparent regression.
Yeah, that's at the top of my list too. But why send me here? To show what they once were?
These devices appear to be some kind of holographic terminal and may contain the answers to your questions. There's no power, so I cannot interface with them. I am detecting a live energy conduit running behind that wall. Try pushing against the wall, Commander.
This must be it. I found a lever. Looks like the power's on Ida. All the lights and displays are lit up.
I am reading an increase in data traffic and I have remotely connected to the computer systems. They are operating on a base 8 numerical system, rather than our base 10. So it may take some time to adjust to the system's layout.
Base 8? You mean they count in divisions of 8 instead of 10, like us? Will that cause any problems generating a translation key?
No, Commander. I will have the translation key completed momentarily and I will transfer the files to your suit systems. I have completed the translation key, Commander. Please approach the blue console and confirm that it is translating the Talon language correctly.
Loading Talon translation key to hard drive. Talon.lex added to database. Forwarding translation to heads-up display and audio input-output.
In the year of 1832, the noble Talon have regained the power of spaceflight and finally returned to the stars, and encountered our first adversary in the form of the Trade Federation. An economic power spanning thousands of systems without formal military. They found opposition with our enlightened system of equality and saw our people as both threat and a resource. With no military force of our own, we turned to an honorable warrior race, great in number and military prowess, but lacking interstellar travel, and uplifted them to be our allies and protectors against the economic might of the Trade Federation. With their military and tactical superiority on our side, the Federation's aggression was halted and a stalemate achieved. Seeing no way for a profitable outcome for them, the Federation entered negotiations with our Talon, Xerix Assembly to construct a system of codependent commerce between all our people, giving up their right to military forces in exchange for our allies' protection from external sources in their place. And so, the Trade Guild and the Talon, Xerix Assembly was formed.
This looks like some kind of historical record.
It appears to detail the rise of the Talon and their protectors and allies, the Xerx. From the dating system, I believe this would be some 2,000 years ago. And documents roughly 1,500 years of the Talon Xerx Assembly's history is over 800 pages.
That's a long time to be allies for them to be in the condition they're in now. I'm guessing their more recent history must be on one of the other consoles.
The Red Console is next, Commander.
Confirmed.
The Red Console should have more historical data on the Talon, Commander.
Running Talon translation key. Talon translation 99% accurate. Forwarding translation to heads-up display and audio input-output.
Slowly, the silence spread across the galaxy, engulfing everything it touched. No warnings, no transmissions, and no survivors. Gone were the days of peace for the Assembly. War was upon us once again. And the bonds that bound us together, burned bright as the fires of war, were waged upon the ancient evil of the past. Our past, our legacy. An ancient enemy we thought left behind long ago, bound to a dying galaxy, with no way to travel the gulf of emptiness between the origin and destination. Naive we were, for while we are bound by lifetimes and memory, they were not. They took the long journey across the expanse, with no thought or risk, only the cost of time the journey would take. To emerge here and now, when we were once again at peace. To take from us all that we have built again. To fight was our only choice, but time and distance served to only strengthen the ancient enemy. And so silence spread like a stain across the face of the galaxy. For where they spread, only silence was heard.
This doesn't seem to have anything on the Xerax. It's talking about some war.
Whatever this enemy was, it was strong enough to topple a formidable alliance that had ruled the galaxy for over a millennium. I have found thousands of references to the legacy elsewhere in the database, but little information on their appearance and nothing on their language or culture.
They can't have been that effective since this happened, what? 400 years ago? And the Xerax are still here. There's no need to know about a dead enemy that we'll never run into.
239 years, Commander. But indeed the records describe the defeat of the legacy further on. However, the legacy were not completely destroyed, merely rendered dormant through the science and ingenuity of the Talon and Xerx.
But nothing that says how the Talon ended up as this.
No, Commander. I am not sure that it would be recorded here, as such an operation would have been surgical, leaving no one to update the records in the time permitted. There may be more information regarding that time on the Green Console. You can always come back and read about the legacy later if it interests you. The last console to check is the Green Console, Commander.
Running Talon translation key. Talon translation 99% accurate. Forwarding translation to heads-up display and audio input-output.
Wait a second. This console only seems to have a database of Talon-controlled planets, foods, dances and other culture-related stuff. While this is probably what the chief wanted me to read, it's no use to us.
Yes, this console appears to contain information about the Talon as a people. Personally, I find it fascinating, Commander. Can you enable the upload connection on the console so I can store these files for the UCH database?
You, Ida? Find something fascinating. That's the most expression I've heard out of you so far.
One of my parameters is to investigate and document first contact with any alien species, Commander. I am predisposed to fascination of alien creatures and cultures.
Does that mean you're investigating those big-ass spiders we've been running into as well?
Of course, Commander. If you would like to know more about the creatures we've encountered, you can review the ecological database in your PDA.
I'll pass on that. Thanks, Ida.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Commander, but I have detected heat signatures moving in on the tower in formation. I was able to trace them back to a transport half a kilometer away that landed outside my focus. I apologize for not detecting them sooner.
How many hostiles are we talking about here?
There are only 3, Commander. They appear to have taken flanking positions. 1 at the top of the tower to prevent your escape and 2 preparing to breach.
I guess it's go time then.
They're preparing to breach, Commander. Get away from the red console. Good work, Commander. All targets eliminated and the transport that dropped them off is returning to base.
But how'd they know I was here? That's too short a time for them to have gotten as close as they did. The only way the Xerax could have beaten us here was if someone told them we were coming. I have a feeling the Talon are not as peaceful as they claim.
I see you have returned, traveler. I hope your journey was enlightening.
I've got some bad news for you, Chief.
You read the tales of the past, did you not, traveler? The machine mind that communicates with you was able to read our language to you. So why do you look as though you've fallen into a wraithworm nest?
He knows about me. That is unexpected.
I take it something unexpected happened to you.
A Xerax strike team had been sent to the tower ahead of time.
What? That tower contains a record of our history, much as the Xerax would like to refute it. They would never intentionally destroy such a repository of knowledge, as it may still be of use if war resumes again.
What can I tell you, Chief? They blew in a wall to get in and took out one of the consoles and everything behind it. The red one, I think. By the time I had reached the tower, they'd already landed a safe distance, and were making their way on foot to the tower.
That knowledge is backed up, so as long as the other consoles are undamaged, then it can be repaired. I can tell what you're thinking. That someone here told the Xerax patrols where to find you. Aren't you?
Not to put too fine a point on it, Chief. But yes.
It shames me to admit that you are probably right, traveler. I can even understand why they did it. You see, a year ago when the ships of your people crashed onto this planet, several villages were caught in the fires caused by the flaming debris that rained down across the planet. I ordered my people to go and put out the fires of our settlement and those of our neighbors, then to aid any survivors from your people's ships. To my sorrow, when we tried to help your people, they mistook us for the Xerax and our aid for an attack. We lost many people that night. Several of the young hunters lost friends and family members and have held a grudge since then. After I had sent you to the tower, to learn our ways and language to prove to you we are not an enemy, several of the hunters came to me and demanded that I render you no aid. That instead, I should contact our Xerax jailers and trade the information for supplies or weapons. Naturally, I refused. I would be a poor leader to lend any assistance to the Xerax who enforce these conditions upon us. Unfortunately, it seems the youngsters did not like my answer to their demands. Now, it seems that they may have done something unforgivable.
What will happen to the hunters now?
The youngsters will be apprehended and brought before a tribal council to determine their guilt. Selling out an ally to the Xerax is the highest crime we have, if found guilty.
I understand. Is there some way I can help?
I believe you may meet opposition. On the other hand, I believe some of the other hunters may also refuse the order to bring in the youngsters. I would ask you, if you are willing, to speak to the head of the hunters and tell him to call in the hunters at my request.
Right away, Chief. If I recall correctly, the head hunter was by the gate when we came in.
Alright, so let's sell those alien parts and alien teeth. That just gives us some good cash there. And now let's check out what the Huntminster wants.
So you are the Terran that the chief has vouched for? I'm not impressed.
I'm not here to impress you. I'm here because the chief asked me to tell you, to bring in the young hunters that are suspected of selling me out to the Xerax.
No member of my hunters would dare sell out anyone to those treacherous Xerax thugs. You dare accuse my kinsmen of making deals with their kind?
I'm not accusing anyone. I'm here to make sure you call in the hunters instead of warning them.
My people have no reason to flee your false accusations, Terran. I have already sent out a messenger to bring in the hunting parties an hour ago.
And, are they back yet?
Well, no, they should have returned some time ago. This does not mean they are guilty of anything, just that something has delayed them. They might be in trouble.
Then I will go out and bring them in myself.
No, you will not, Terran. I will go out and you will accompany me, to ensure that there is no deception on anyone's part but your own.
I can live with that. So where are we going?
Yankee was the closest. He should be near the stone monument at this time of day. I will meet you at the top of the tower if I cannot find him. He will likely be near the tower and visible from the top.
Let's head out then.
The monument he's referring to is located not far from the village, Commander. But this may be trap. I would recommend exercising caution.
I see the monument, but no sign of our traitorous hunter, or the huntsman. I'll check the base of the structure, then make my way to the top.
Commander, I recommend caution when approaching the Talon Hunter. He may attack if you try to bring him in by force, and that will only worsen relations with the rest of the Talon people.
Stop right there, you deceitful, violent savage. I don't know how you tricked that fool of a chief, but I won't give you the chance to spout your lies at me.
I haven't lied to anyone, and I'm not here to lie to you, Keeve.
Save your lies, Terran. Your people murdered my father, whose only crime was that he was too kind. He would never raise his voice or his hand against anyone. And your people shot him in the back while he pulled them from the burning wrecks, like the cowards you are. I will never forgive your kind Terran. You taint this holy monument, this entire planet with your presence. A presence I will now cleanse. And in doing so will help my father's spirit find Empyrion.
Don't try it, Keeve. You don't stand a chance against me with that crossbow.
You think you can bring me in? You will find I didn't come alone.
I guess we're gonna do this the hard way then.
There he is, soldiers, just like I promised.
Looks like he's made his decision, Ida. He's thrown his lot in with the Xerax. I have to take him down. Keeve is down. He was a tough bastard. Now what the hell do I do? There's no way this could possibly look any worse. Guilty or not, I've just killed one of their people.
You have several options, Commander. You could flee or return to the chief, and either lie or tell the truth, and hope they're lenient.
These dead Xerax could be useful in convincing them of Keeve's treachery. I think I'd better return to the village. And tell Chief Tuck what's happened. Ida, can you monitor this location and make sure no one disturbs the bodies? I'm sure Keeve wasn't alone in his actions and there may be more conspirators who'll want to remove the evidence. I may not look it, but I'm pretty smart.
Your intelligence was never called into question, Commander. I will keep surveillance over this location and notify you if someone moves the bodies while you report to the chief. Commander, 4 hunters have just retrieved the bodies of the Xerx soldiers and left with them in the direction of one of the Xerx facilities.
I see you have returned, traveler, but it is without the missing hunter, Keeve. No. You do not need to explain. One of our hunters already saw you gun down Keeve on top of the monument tower. It saddens me that you would work to gain my trust, only to kill my clansmen in cold blood. What do you have to say for yourself now, Terran?
I was only defending myself after he attacked me.
We Talon are not a violent people. We never initiate an attack, but we will respond if attacked. In this case, we have already received word that Keeve's body was found alone, at the base of the monument with several holes in his body matching your weapon. There are no other bodies. Your guilt is clear, Terran. I had hoped you would become a friend of the clan Traveler. We are lacking allies in these trying times, that it seems that I pinned my hopes. That we could mend the gap between our two peoples.
I'm not lying. The bodies were removed after I left to return here.
Enough.
No, Chief. What the Terran says is true. I saw it with my own eyes. Keeve is a traitor.
Hunt Master. You, who lost so many of your hunters to the Terrans. You would truly vouch for this one? You, who cried loudest for vengeance against the Terran interlopers.
Yes, Chief. I watched Keeve lead a party of 4 Zurich soldiers to the monument and initiate an attack on the Terran, who I sent to the monument to wait for me to bring Keeve peacefully.
I didn't see 4 Xerax soldiers.
I am the head of the hunters for a reason, Terran. I know my way around a knife and Zurich's body armor. What I want to know is how you know the bodies were removed when I never saw you return to the scene.
I am a commander of the UCH for a reason, Hunter. I have my ways.
You had that machine mind watch the area, did you not?
Ha 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 ha. If you think you can pull the fur over my chief-sized friend, you need to try harder.
Does your machine mind know who took away the bodies? They are surely in league with Keeve's schemes and need to be caught before they cause any more harm.
With no way to identify them, all I can tell you is that there's 4 of them.
Then I know who they are. There are only 4 hunters still out on patrol that did not heed the summon, Chief. But that is an issue for another time, is it not?
Yes, I believe it is, Hunt Master. I am sorry, Traveler, that you had to see us in a time of weakness. I must truly be getting old, if I could not see the darkness brewing within our youths.
It's not your fault, Chief. These are your people and they were wronged by mine.
True, but the fault lies with me for not realizing how troubled my clansmen are. And also lies with them for not bringing their troubles to me before the situation worsened to what we have now. Things could have been much worse. So I am glad that a crisis was averted, even if the result isn't what anyone could call positive. You are now welcome among my clan, Traveler Pete. Rest here and be at ease here. If there's anything I can do to help you, please ask me.
Where did the Terran survivors go to?
Your clansmen, their vehicles headed to the trade station, belonging to the Polaris traders. I know this because I was there purchasing medical supplies when I saw them organizing transportation off-world on a freighter. I will give you the coordinates of the station if you need them. But I'm sure your machine mind has already found the structure. I hope you find your people again, Traveler. May the spirits guide you to Empyrion. If not your people.
And may the spirits guide you too, Chief.
Ah, now you're sounding like a member of the clan.
Farewell, Chief Natu. I hope to see you again.
Okay, so that wraps up Chapter 2, helping out the Talon. And we're going to go ahead and click decline here for a moment. Get out of this growling stomach zone. God, these people are loud. Let's see here. Let's just go ahead and... Where are we at? What I like to do is I like to put on here a just a pin that says Talon Village, just so that way I can find it for trading stuff later. And man, they got a big green section here. So yeah, let's just go northwest again. Or I mean, sorry, northeast. Okay. With that said, so we wrapped up that mission. The next mission is a Polaris mission, where you're going to have to go and scout out a base. You're going to go and have to get a small vehicle so that you can fly at higher altitudes. And it just needs to be a smaller vehicle with some guns on it, or some sort of offensive tactics, because you're going to be shooting down 2 bombers while you're doing it. So what we're going to do is, or what I'm going to do, is take a gander at what my plan's going to be here. Polaris is over here. That satellite could be in that area too, or that fight that we have, or it might be somewhere else. I might figure out where I want to place a base. So it looks like we're at the equator now. I could put a base over here next to the water in Sandy Beach. You got some rock mountains here, but no good supplies. But supplies doesn't matter too much. These are only small supplies. Small supply. We can't mine anything or harvest stuff in territories that are taken without getting some negative points. That might work out right there. I like it. Centralized. Centralized between these two guys. Back here, let's take a look at that place right now. Okay, well, that wasn't where I was going to go, but sure. Because it's only, yeah, it's not even a kilometer away. It's a pretty good, easy area. So we got rocks, pillars, trees, lots of rocks and spiders. Got some herbal leaves, lots of spiders, man. How did I land on a spider planet? Gosh sakes. Okay, so here we go. We have a I like it. This could be a nice little base. We got some water for our aqua water maker things. We got some trees, but like all the rest of our resources, we'll just go find them. And plenty of space for some solar panels. And it's only going to be a small base. But you've seen videos where people build bases underground. It is smart building base underground because they will get attacked, they'll get bombed on. You'll have to repair your base often, but sometimes it's just not as fun as having an outside base. And what we're going to do is we're going to be building a base from the factory, probably this one here called the Polaris B model. Yeah, the B model, which is three little pods with 3 cannons on top that we'll put on there. And has a little landing pod, and then we'll build ourselves a small vehicle, a mining vehicle, and just something to help get us around on this planet as much as we need. But yeah, I think this will be a good place for a base. I guess we'll find out. Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and see you for the next one.